God cannot give you what you do not hunger for. Whatsoever you hunger for, it is sure that it is going to be granted to fulfill your desires. God does not allow His child to go without having the blessings they have been praying for. God cannot let you go empty-handed if you go to His presence. The difference that is made when you appear before the Lord is that you leave better and stronger than you have come, and this can only be when you go to the presence of the Lord with lots and lots of expectations that your life is going to be blessed and transformed into the best version of what it ought to be. There is a blessing that God has prepared for you. There is a plan to lift you from where you are now to where you ought to be. The only way you can get there is by going to God, and you cannot go to God without having in mind that you will receive that particular need. God is a cheerful giver. The reason you have not received is that you do not have an expectation that has driven you to His presence. You cannot go to God to receive on a random basis. That is the reason you must be specific in your demands. You have to expect God to bring that change into your life. If you need that blessing, if you need that favor, if you need that fruit of the womb, look up to God for it. You need that job, and you know God is the only one that can do it for you. Then you have to expect God to bring that job for you. You do not just ask and pray without expectations. Your expectations show you are convinced that God will do it for you. The only reason you could ask is because you are expecting that God would do it for you. God does not respond to your tears. How many times you have cried and gotten broken because of your situation. God does not respond to your prayers because you have prayed. God only responds to your wants and your prayers because you expect it. The reason Jabez would pray was because he knew what God can do for him. He knew that there is nothing in his life that God cannot change for him. And God responded to his prayer because there was hunger and expectations behind it. There must be a drive from inside of you that will catalyze and propel the want in you. It is power, spiritual power you want. It is marital blessings. Is it marital blessings that you are expecting from God? It is blessings on your finance or your job. Whatever it is that you are expecting God to give you as a blessing, or you want God to change in your life, then you have to know that once you back your desires with expectations, then you are going to have it. What are your expectations? What are your needs? What do you want God to change in your life? As you go into the next phase of life, what are those things you want God to change for you in your life? What are those things you want God to give you in the next year as you go into the next year with great expectations from the Lord? Have faith and know that God is going to give it to you as you have asked Him. As you have been praying for it, God is going to fill your life with those things, and your life is going to be transformed and blessed more than you have imagined from the beginning. The challenges in your life, the troubles in your life that have lasted more than it ought to stay, be rest assured that God is going to give them to you. God is going to bring the change and the blessing into your life. You are going to always have what you have desired for, because the word of the Lord is sure and settled in God. The expectations of the righteous shall never be cut short. You are the apple of God's eye. You are a blessed seed. God will not stop until He has perfected all that concerns you. God will always do all things for you and make you the best among your peers. Believe God is going to bring that change. Let your faith knit with our hope, and your expectations from the Lord will be real and come to pass. God is doing it for you. You have received help, and you have all that it will take to live a blessed life. The blessings are coming to you. The expansion you have prayed for. There is nothing God cannot change in your life. You have had a bad reputation for many years. You have had the wrong experience in your relationship over time, and you want God to intervene and change the way it has always come for you. You want a new name. You want a new life, new hope, and you want God to give you that power to live a righteous and godly life. Then you will have it, because God has given them to you. You have received that help and favor from the Lord. You are blessed beyond all measures. You are blessed above the imagination of the heart of man. God is taking away limitations and barricades from your life, and all the negative histories in your life will be turned to positive opportunity to be blessed by the Lord. You do not have to give up on God if you have not received it. You do not have to stop asking and expecting all the good things from God, because it is taking too long time to come. That baby is coming, because God has released your babies to you. That godly spouse is coming your way, because God is directing your paths together. Rejoice again, because God is changing your jobless status to employer of labor. God is changing your name from that unproductive person to a massive blessing to people. Your expectations have been granted by the Lord, and your life is about to be blessed forever. The change is coming your way, and God is pouring out the blessings to you. Let them that have left you because you have nothing come and see the goodness of the Lord in your life, because they will not only celebrate with you, they will also glorify the name of the Lord with you and ask you to lead them in the path that is giving you such a massive blessing.